Hello everyone, welcome back to today's lesson on crime and criminals. In this session, we'll explore the vocabulary, descriptions, and concepts related to different types of crimes and criminals. Let's get started. So let's begin with a question. What do you think? What is crime? So crime actually refers to an action or a mission that violates the law and is punishable by authorities. Some examples include theft, robbery, murder, and fraud. So I'd like to ask you again, can you think of any words or terms related to crime? Please here, pause the video to give it a shot to write what you know. And after a while, we can play back again this video so we can compare the vocabularies that I will teach you right now, okay? Great. Next, let's study some important verb plus noun collocations. Collocations, that means words that naturally go together in English, and they help you sound more natural and fluent. Try to remember them as word pairs, not individual words, okay? And after that, we'll complete a task together and practice by the use of the collocations. These collocations are essential for describing crimes accurately. So collocations with short definitions here. Now let's revise or learn or study some, let's say, collocations here, and after which we'll be completing a task, okay? First of all, launch an investigation. We've got, let's say, collocation like launch plus an investigation here. That means to officially start examining a case or problem. Second one is to search a house. So that means to look through a house for evidence, to find out some evidence of a crime, okay? So third one is interview a suspect. Yeah, so that means to ask questions to someone who may be involved in a crime, guys. And fourth is make an arrest. That is to officially catch and take someone to the police station, okay? Fifth is appeal for witness. That is to ask the public to give information about a crime. Sixth one is, let's say, identify a culprit, to find out who committed the crime. And the seventh is patrol an area. The meaning of this collocation is to move around and check a place for safety. The eighth one is commit a crime. So that means to do something illegal. And the ninth is break the law. That is to act against the law. So that means to go against the law, okay? So it's break the law. So pay a penalty. The last piece of pay penalty, so that means to give money as punishment. So now guys, it's time for you. Look, on the left hand side, we've got verbs like appeal, identify, interview, launch, make, and so on. And on the right hand side, we've got objects or phrases such as an investigation, a house, a crime, a penalty, right? You can see all of them on your screen here. Now let's do this matching activity together. By this, I would like to check how well you remember those collocations, okay? So let's do it together, first of all. So if you are making some mistakes, guys, in matching, please stop this video right here and go back and revise all the vocabulary and come here back again and do it, okay? So let me tell you correct answers here so that you could again check it, okay? So first one, investigation. I would write here the verb launch, so that is launch an investigation. Second one is search a house. Third one is like interview a suspect, you see? So I think that's enough for me to tell you, to tell all the correct answers. So the rest answers will be shown on your screen. So now it's time to make some examples. Examples to the following idioms, collocations, sorry. So the first example, let's choose an investigation, right? Launch an investigation. The police launched an investigation about a crime committed by young criminals, right? I think I have used it here. Launch it an investigation, you see. So the second one is, let me just here. Anyone who breaks the law must be held accountable. You see? So I have used it, what? Breaks the law. And the last piece is, let me choose a pay penalty here. So let me make a sentence here. The offender was ordered to pay a penalty for the damage. Now great, we've learned some collocations and now it's time for some vocabulary relating to crime and criminals. So please remember, after this we have again a table to complete in order to check how you're acquiring the words, okay? So you've got 3 tables here. The first table says about crime, and second line says about, let's say, criminals, actually who does this crime. And the last piece is actually tells you about the verbs of those crimes, okay? Let me just read, let's say, or tell you all the crime types here so that you could repeat after me in order for you to correct your pronunciation as well. So the first one is burglary, and second one is robbery, shoplifting, pickpocketing, vandalism, arson, mugging and smuggling, drug dealing, murder, looting, and theft. So if you have, let's say, any misunderstandings on, let's say, these crimes, you can look up your dictionary to find out the definitions, okay? Thank you. Now it's time for us to complete the table. If you have again any misunderstandings of those collocations or words, please go back, learn all of them by heart, and you can come back again here to do or to complete the table again, okay? So I'm not going to do all the tables together with you. I'm going to do some of them, but the correct answers will be shown on your screen as well so that you could check them, okay? So for the first one, I would say arson. The criminal who does this, I would also opt for an arson as well. They are both the same. So the verb form is given here. It's to set fire to a building or somewhere else, right? For the second one, what word would come here? What do you think? Okay. For the second one it's burglary, right? So how do we call a person who commits this crime? Again, it is burglar, right? So what about the fourth one? Burglary, and burglar. So that means to burgle or what? To break into a house. Please don't be lazy. Do all the tasks, okay, until the end. Now it's time for us to go to another task. Here we have learned some collocations and vocabulary related to crime and criminals. Now let's analyze the photos A and B on your screen. So while you're describing, please use the vocabularies and collocations and words which we have learned previously, okay? So while you're describing, please describe what you see. What are the people? Where are the people? Sorry. What are they doing? And can you identify any connections to crime-related activities? Repeat again. Use the vocabulary we just learned to describe each image, okay? So, for you, please pause the video here and first of all, make your sentence and then you may match your answer with mine as well, okay? So, here you can see my short answer for A first, for A picture I mean. So, in the first photo, we see a young woman standing near a sunglasses display. She's looking over her shoulder, possibly to check if someone is watching. She's shoplifting a pair of sunglasses in her bag. You see, I have used it here, shoplifting. So, what about the second one? Let's guess it. The second answer could be, in the second photo, we see someone wearing black gloves, holding expensive jewelry from a jewelry box. Unlike the girl in the first photo who is shoplifting in a store, this person is committing burglary by stealing jewelry from a private place. So this is the end of our lesson. To practice more, make a story using as many vocabulary as possible and prepare your speech to the following questions. First, what is the most serious crime apart from murder and why? And which crime is the most difficult to prevent? So, guys, I hope you got something from this lesson and see you next time. Bye.